Humans are often terrified of ghosts, spirits, and the afterlife. Many ghost stories depict spirits as vengeful or lost, reinforcing the idea that the afterlife is something to be feared. But if many belief systems are correct, people will eventually become part of the world. And if ghosts were once people and everyone dies, does that mean people are ultimately afraid of their own future selves? This creates a strange contradiction. People fear ghosts, yet if ghosts exist, they themselves are just ghosts in waiting. This raises other questions. If people fear ghosts but might become ghosts themselves, does that mean ghosts fear other ghosts? Imagine a newly dead person becoming a spirit, only to realize they've been terrified of themselves. If ghosts haunt the living, could they also haunt each other? Do spirits in the afterlife get scared when they see other spirits? Maybe the world of spirits resembles detention, where spirits harm other souls. Or maybe, after a while, it just mirrors the animal world, where they fight for territory and dominance. But what makes ghosts and spirits so terrifying? I think one reason is their appearance. They look ugly, decayed, unnatural, and distorted. Their features, usually associated with flesh and blood, trigger a natural reaction of fear, especially when we see similar traits in the living. This taps into the uncanny valley, where things that are almost human but slightly off make us feel uneasy. Their movement, slow, jerky, hovering, feels unnatural, adding to the fear. Spirits also defy natural laws, existing outside time, space, and physical reality. They can pass through walls, appear and disappear, and break the rules of nature. These abilities give them power over mortal humans, who are helpless against the inescapable nature of their presence. This also makes them unpredictable, as they don't follow logic. Humans fear the illogical because we rely on predictability to feel safe. If ghosts exist, it means reality is not as stable as we think, and that is deeply unsettling. Many ghost stories involve spirits seeking revenge, justice, or acknowledgement. Unlike demons or monsters, they often have a personal connection to the living, making them harder to ignore, especially when their presence exists solely to harm you. Some cultures believe spirits can attach themselves to you or drag you into their world, adding another layer of fear. They also disrupt safe spaces, appearing in places that should be secure, our homes, workplaces, schools. Unlike monsters that lurk in the wild, spirits invade personal, familiar spaces, making them feel unsafe. They can appear in broad daylight, even in a crowd, and it's even more terrifying when you're the only one who can see them and they notice. It makes you feel truly alone, even among other people. No one can save you from them. This taps into a primal fear. Nowhere is truly safe. They're also associated with the dark, and when you're in the dark, your imagination runs wild. It fills in the gaps where your eyes fail, turning the overwhelming darkness into your worst fears. Things that may not even exist. Sometimes, it's not the ghosts that are scary, but your own twisted mind. Besides, if spirit exists, the dead might still be watching us, creating a sense of paranoia. What if the people we wronged in life are still here, observing us? It also forces us to consider how we'll be remembered after death. As a symbol, ghosts represent the unknown, challenging our understanding of life and death. Their very existence suggests there's something beyond death, but we don't know what. Heaven, hell, endless suffering. This fear of the unknown makes them unsettling, a reminder that we have no control over what happens after we die. It's almost like they're trapped in death, representing those who didn't pass peacefully, often murdered, suffering, or dying with unresolved emotions. If they're still here, does that mean death is not an escape? What if we become trapped like them one day? Seeing a spirit suggests something went wrong with the natural cycle of life and death. Many spirits are the result of violent deaths, suicide, or unfinished business. People fear ghosts because they don't just represent death, they represent painful, unresolved endings. This challenges the essence of religion. Many religions teach that the dead should move on to heaven, hell, or reincarnation. The existence of ghosts implies that some souls don't move on, suggesting that religious teachings might be incomplete or wrong. This causes existential dread. What if we're wrong about the afterlife? What if we're stuck like them? This raises the question, are all the things we've done in life, according to religious teachings, ultimately for nothing if it's all wrong? However, many of the things we fear about ghosts can be found in the real world. Ghosts are scary and may appear uncanny, but humans and the physical world are not that different. If ghosts merely want to kill us, there are people and animals out there more than willing to do the same. If the spirit world is frightening because it is unnatural or unfamiliar, there are places in the world that may feel like hell to you, where you never feel safe. So perhaps the real world is scarier than ghosts because it is real, and the threats it poses are as well. Moreover, if you were to encounter a ghost daily or become a ghost yourself, frequent exposure would lessen the fear and terror associated with them. Over time, the fear would fade as you become more familiar with the world. In the end, you might wonder why you were ever scared of it, for it is nothing scary once you get the hang of it. Ghosts are not just scary because they look strange or want to harm us. They embody our deepest fears about death, the unknown, and losing control over our fate. They remind us that we don't have all the answers, and that's terrifying. But humans also possess the very things that make ghosts terrifying. So maybe we should focus more on the living. The way we treat one another, the damage we cause to ourselves and the world, can be just as haunting as any spirit. Perhaps it's not the fear of ghosts we should worry about, but the fear of what we might become and what we've already created in the world around us.